This week, we're continuing our discussion on the emotional health of a leader in the context of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I would love to share with you something that has been drastically helpful in my leadership career, and that is what I call the 2 circles of awareness. I have understood that with better awareness, you make better choices, you make better decisions. And with better decisions and better choices, you have better outcomes for your life. With that being the case, I've also understood that there are things we can control in our life and things we cannot control. Hence the reason why I say these are 2 circles of awareness. When you become aware of the things you can control, those are the things you can change. When you become aware of the things you cannot control, those are the things that you cannot change. Therefore, you spend almost no time trying to change things that can never be changed. Super psychologically helpful. Let me give you an illustration. On my computer here, you can see the 2 circles of awareness. The red circle represents the things you can control. So this is the exercise that I have with my mentor and students when we go through this process, or my counseling sessions when I go through this process with couples or even with individuals. I have them make a huge circle on a piece of paper, and I have them write in that big circle, in this case it's red, I have them write in that big circle everything about their situation, their circumstance, their life that they can control. And you start naming those things you can control. You can control your attitude, you can control your behavior, you can control etc., etc., etc. Once they have done that process of control, writing down what they can control, then I have them draw another inner circle inside the bigger circle of the things they can't control. They have no control over the actions of other people. They have no control over etc., etc., etc. By putting these ideas on paper and allowing your mind to understand what you can control and what you can't control, it helps you to focus on what you can actually do to change your emotional state. You will notice a yellow squiggly line here where the red circle and the blue circle almost meet. That is the point where I call card member of the cult of mediocrity. Basically what this means is the person realizes what they can control and what they can't control, and they start to mix. So in other words, the person begins to think that there are things they can control, which really they can't control, and they start pouring a lot of focus, a lot of energy, a lot of effort on things they can't control. And when they do so, what begins to happen is death happens to your life. You become a card member of the cult of mediocrity. You become an individual that is filled with problems and filled with situations and never had a solution to anything that was going on with you. In leadership, this is death to the leader. So in order to avoid this from happening, use this diagram to help you understand what you can control and what you can't control. Keep those separate with the power and the grace of Jesus Christ, and by God's grace, you will become a healthier leader in the future. So we'll see you next week.